Am I the asshole for kicking my wife out after she punched my mom in the face? Because now everything in my life has fallen apart, and I genuinely don't know if I caused it or if it was already destined to explode. My wife and I have been together 8 years. She gave birth to our first baby just 2 months ago. Before the pregnancy, my mom loved her. They were close, friendly, supportive. But the moment my wife got pregnant, something in my mom flipped. She became clingy to me, cold to my wife, and made strange comments about not being excited for the baby. I warned her that if she didn't stop, I would go no contact. And for a while, she did calm down. She stopped the comments, but the clinginess never really went away. Fast forward to a week ago. My mom, my sister's husband, and my 12-year-old niece came over for dinner. I cooked enough food for everyone, or at least I thought I did. Right before my wife could sit down to eat, the baby got fussy, so she excused herself to feed our daughter and put her to sleep. While she was doing that, my niece said she was still starving, and I realized I hadn't made enough food for the extra servings she wanted. I apologized and offered her something else. Then I put my wife's untouched portion into the fridge. Nothing seemed off. I stepped outside for a cigarette with my brother-in-law, and that's when I heard yelling. I walked inside and found my wife and mother in a screaming match. My mom had taken my wife's portion of dinner from the fridge and given it to my niece. And as if that wasn't bad enough, right before I got inside, I heard my mom say something absolutely unforgivable. She insulted my wife's postpartum body and slapped her stomach. I started rushing toward them, yelling for everyone to stop, but it was too late. My wife pulled back and punched my mother so hard she went down instantly. The whole room froze. My mom fell, crying, holding her face. And I just snapped. I told everyone to get out of my house that second. Everyone left. My wife stayed in the kitchen, leaning on the counter, crying, trying to process what happened. And in that moment, still angry, still stunned, I told her to leave too. She looked at me like her heart broke in real time. She picked up the baby, packed a bag, and walked out. That night I texted her saying I needed space. I needed time to process what happened. She didn't answer. I kept texting and calling for days. Nothing. 8 days later, she finally came back. But she didn't come to talk. She handed me divorce papers. She handed me our baby. And she said she would work out breastfeeding-friendly visitation but that she was done. She said the time I took to process her punching my mom gave her time to process something too. She realized she didn't want to stay with someone who made her leave when she was attacked and needed support. I told her I didn't want a divorce. I just needed time to wrap my head around what happened. But she said she defended herself. She said she was remorseful at first, but the moment I kicked her out when she needed me most, she saw the situation clearly. She packed her things and refused to say another word. And now my house